How are you going today? It is so very good to see you. As you can see, we are here in the City Studio Gallery. Now, if you're in Australia, if you're in New Zealand, if you're in Melbourne, please come and visit us. Mark would love it, I would love it. You can get a mount, a book, a print. Now, today we're going to talk about Pergear. Now, I know I've talked about them before, but as you would know, I've been using this card here. This is the Pergear 0.5 terabyte, 512 gigabytes of epicness. And I've been using this almost every day since I got it. So about 3 months, running perfectly. I've only had to format it twice now because it's so massive. I just use it until it fills up just to test the whole memory set out and then off we go around again. I have been so excited by this device. I reached out to Pergear and I said, well, why don't we test out this one? This is the 256. And so let's just very quickly open this on camera. Something that's interesting about Pergear, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I don't think I'm saying it correctly, by the way. They come in these beautiful wooden boxes. Isn't that lovely? I mean, it's rather deluxe for a little card. I think this is to scale. And here it is. There it is. We'll pop that there. There we go. Lovely. And I should continue to use these. I have to tell you a sad story. One of my CF SanDisk, very expensive SanDisk CFexpress cards, got crushed. Now they're tough. It's completely my fault. It is not a manufacturing error, but it got crushed. And that's because although it may well have still gotten crushed in these, and it's actually errored and stopped working. Anyway, I will show it to you one day. Crushed. I've been crushed by it being crushed. Anyway, here's the 256. The specifications are not the same. The larger card has a slightly faster read at 1600 megabytes versus 1300 megabytes on the 256 and a 1000 megabyte write versus a 1200 write. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to continue to test these cards out and I'm going to test them as hard as I can. These will be the main two cards that I use. I've got no reason to believe that they're any different to any of the other SanDisk or Sony cards that I own. At this point in time, they behave in exactly the same way. And just to let you know, I am working directly with Pergear with these cards. So if you did want to purchase a 256 or a 512, there is an affiliate link which is directly to Pergear, not going via Amazon or anything else, which does help out the channel. Greatly appreciated if you go in that direction. No pressure at all, of course. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is Pergear asked me my thoughts on whether they should do a 128 card at a price that's going to be just over $100 US. And I think, you know, maybe 119, 129, somewhere around there. I think that's a great idea. I said to them, yeah, I think you should do it. I also suggested to them if they could make that card or maybe another card that's slightly smaller at the $99 mark, US dollar mark, I think it would be very successful. So we'll see what comes from that, but it's great having that direct dialogue with a manufacturer. By the way, I've had a crazy idea. If I could get Matt Irwin CFexpress cards, would you buy a Matt Irwin one? I don't know. I haven't talked to Pergear about this yet, but maybe they do a cross promotion or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, also at the same time I talked to them about the 256 and the 128, they said to me, lo and behold, we've got a card reader. Here it is, a card reader coming out. How exciting is that? I haven't even opened it yet. Let's open it up right now. Let's plug it into this laptop. That's why it's here. All right, we got that pesky plastic off, and here is the beautiful Pergear. Now that looks great. Oh, that's got a really nice heft and vibe, nicely milled. That's cut out of aluminium, I think, or aluminum if you're from the United States of America. It's got a great USB-C port. Okay, now Pergear includes with it both a USB-A and a USB-C to USB-C. That's what you get in the box. So that is awesome. So now we're going to fire up my laptop from 2013, which you saw it actually get covered in water, and somehow it survived. So thank you so much, Apple, for making such an amazing computer that it survived a glass of water. Here we are plugging in to the USB-A on this rather old machine that still just is amazing. It still does the job. We're going to plug in my 512, which has got photographs from a shoot that I did over this week. Very excited to be out and working. It's really good. We will see the card mount. There it is. As we can see here with the screen recording, the card is mounted. We're going to go into the files shot yesterday. We are going to grab everything, all of them, lots of stuff. We're going to grab it and we're going to put it on the desktop of this 2013 MacBook Pro. How quick is it going to be? Now, the old USB-A, this is probably a USB-B, I think, was the protocol. So it's not particularly fast, but we can see it's moving pretty swiftly for such an old machine and probably getting close to maxing out that port. Let's go over to the activity monitor. We can see we're getting around 250 megabytes written. So that's not bad for such an old machine, and we are not getting the full usage out of this protocol. So just while that's copying over, I want to let you know that if you do buy from Pergear directly via the affiliate link or not, totally up to you, they will throw in the card reader. This is a great card reader for just an extra $10 US. So buy a card and it's not quite free, but it's pretty damn close to free. So that is a great opportunity to get yourself into the CFexpress Type B ecosystem and get yourself a Type B reader. Now, some readers do XQD as well, but as XQD is now basically superseded by CFexpress Type A, B, and C, even so C doesn't exist as a card yet, it is a ratified protocol. This reader, unlike some of them, is just a CFexpress Type B reader, so just be clear about that. But again, if you're buying these cards, they're going to work. I'm confident they work in all the Z systems. How they work with compatibility-wise with the F system, so that's the D850, the D5, the D6 maybe, and the D500, I don't know. So if you're a Z user, I'm confident they work because I've used them on all of my Zs, Z6, Z7, Z6 II, and Z7 II when I borrowed that one from Nikon. So you can be confident to use these with the Zs. All right, well that's it for Pergear and CFexpress Type B and card readers. This is a great opportunity. These are really super well priced. They're not the fastest on the market, but for most applications, you don't actually need the fastest on the market. They are faster than any SD card that you can get your hands on pretty much. So you don't really need more. And theoretically, perhaps the Pergear cards are a little bit more affordable because they're not quite as blisteringly fast as some of the other brands. But look out there to the world. There is something like 20 different brands of CFexpress now available. And from what I've heard, they're all working fine and it's all going okay. Please let me know whether you're into getting some more CFexpress cards. I'm going to continue to test these cards out every day or every second day and just keep working with them for as long as they last. In the end, most of us move on our media eventually because it just gets to a point where it's like, man, can I still use this after 5 years or whatever? So my expectation is these should give me a good 3 to 5 years because that's what I've gotten with high-end media in the past. And when I say high-end, I mean a high-end protocol as opposed to a high-end brand. SD was always made not to be high-end, it was more a consumer level sort of creation. CFexpress, I believe, is built to be tough and built to last far more than SD ever was. I do see it superseding SD in regards to the photography and video making space, just as file sizes continue to grow. And I don't know how much more you can squeeze into a tiny little SD card. Thank you so much for watching. I do look forward to seeing you again super soon. Please let me know your thoughts about CFexpress Type B cards, card readers, and whatever media you work with. So fantastic to see you. I would love to see you again. So please do subscribe. Please click on the bell to make sure that you are notified when we make the next video. Please share, please like, and we would love to see you visit us down here at the beautiful Block Place Gallery, right in the very epicenter of Melbourne retail. It doesn't get better than this. All right. You be well, you look after yourself. I'll see you. I've got some shopping I've got to go do. Bye.